Hello, and thank you for popping in. In one of the episodes, I think I spoke of, and I know I did, like if you find a leaf in a puddle. Well, this is not a leaf in a puddle. It's a leaf just after a rainstorm. The sun has come out. I didn't put those water droplets on there. It was just there, and it's on, of all things, an asphalt road that funny, even as I looked at it, I thought, boy, it's like the definition of all the rocks. Because, asphalt and concrete are just, rocks mixed in together with some sort of goo. Or I guess asphalt, it's more like a tarry thing. So, anyway, so here is a maple leaf covered in water droplets, naturally occurring, that I happened to see. And I remember we were up in Midland, and we were walking along heading off to a park. And I had my camera, of course. And I saw this, and I just, everyone else just kept walking, saying, come on, come on. And I said, no, I have found a leaf. And, of course, I shot it. I shot a few shots of it, and I kept kind of looking, always looking for a better angle. Sometimes the angle is low, sometimes the angle is high, sometimes it's maybe right down. This is not shooting straight down upon it. I did not move the leaf at all. That's how it fell, and that's how I shot it. Now, am I against moving something? Heavens no. If, you see something and for whatever reason it's not just as you would like it, I would have moved this leaf if I saw it and was enamored by the leaf but didn't like the background. I might have moved it to grass, I might have moved it to more of a concrete area. But as in this case, I was quite pleased with where it was, how it was, the configuration of how it was lying, the water droplets, everything. And, this is just one leaf of literally billions. But here it is, a maple leaf. One single leaf. I know, there's always this drive for maybe complexity and so much in an image, but really, sometimes less is more, and simple is better. And I think I entered this into some competition, and I think it did okay. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've shot this. But to me, entering things in and to things and getting ribbons and winning, that's all fine and dandy. But you know what? From the moment I saw this leaf, I knew I could get a great picture, and I am pleased with it. And really, when it comes to anybody who's into photography or art or anything, it really doesn't matter what other people say. I mean, it's nice to get their praise, it's nice to get their critiques, and hopefully their praise. But what it really comes down to is, if you are pleased with what you have done, that's really all that matters. And one thing I'll tell you about when I shot this, it was kind of, well, it's funny, when sometimes I shoot sunrises and sunsets, I'll go to a place after, thinking, okay, this should probably be a pretty good day. And I will move the camera around. I'll look through the viewfinder or look through the little screen and look for the magic spot, as in pick the frame. So I remember with this, because I think there might have been some other leaves not far away, and I thought about something bigger with more leaves and more this and more that, and I'm sure, I thought about those things, but I just moved the camera around and let my eye tell me, where is the picture? Where is the great picture? And mind you, keep in mind that many times I might do that I might see something on the ground and think, aha, this would be a great picture. And then I take the camera and I try and figure it all out. And when I say that, I don't spend hours. I don't have tripods and lights and things and stuff ready to go. I just look through and say, okay, where is the great picture? And sometimes my initial thoughts of how great this could be are wrong. And if I really can't find what I'm looking for, I move on. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's all about training your eye and satisfying yourself and hopefully getting some sort of image that you are pleased with, and that if you show to people, you are pleased to show it. And I know it's scary to show your pictures to other people because, they might say, oh, that sucks. But you also, if it's somebody you know and trust and respect, then, if they pick it apart a little bit, take from their critique and don't get upset by it. If you put it up online and a whole bunch of people say it's great, then maybe you can believe that it's great. But, if one person says something that that, because there are people out there who will say things to try and bring you down, but, one bad critique or rating or whatever should not upset you. And if somebody does say something that you don't agree with, then feel free to write back to them. But really, it's not a competition. It's almost like golf, in that everybody who goes out on the golf course has to play within themselves, and they have to play their game to try and get the best score. And it's not like tennis where, you hit the ball over the net, and based on what you do, the other person has to do what they do, and back and forth it goes. It's a solitary, one person versus themselves. So, do not worry what others say, but do be ready to accept what they say in an effort to improve. So, I do think, when I shot this, I did, as you can see, it's on the leaf was how it was. And I didn't, well, I might have got down on my knees, I'm not sure. I might have got down on my knees and said, oh my word, thank you, Lord, for the rain that made this such a moment in time. And the other thing I did is I did intentionally leave space on the one side that, neutral space is always good at times. I could have, cropped it in tighter and just had the leaf, but I wanted that space there because at times I know that people have used this and they have put text over to the left side, maybe Happy Canada Day or, whatever. So, here it is. One solitary maple leaf, sprinkled with raindrops just after the storm. Thank you for coming. Comments, criticisms, critiques are always welcome. Bye for now.